Hello YouTube, it's Andrew here from Vroom Vroom Zoom, and today I'm going to show you my new bike. And this is not my new bike, but I just want to explain to you why I bought a new bike, and just to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on here. So anyway, this is my Felt, I think it's called a Felt 80 OX or something, QX, I don't know. I bought it second hand. It's been a pretty awesome bike, except for a couple of things. It still has these old horseshoe brakes, and they've worked, but they're noisy and a bit yucky. But yeah, it's been a pretty good bike. The front shockeys are lockable on this one, so that was actually, I think I paid like $100 for this second hand, and I think they're about $400 new, so roughly. They probably come with better brakes now than they used to when this came out first, but it's seen better days. It's got rusty. So poor thing's living outside in the rain for a few years now, and I was just going to clean it up and use it, but I think it was time for something new. So anyway, the rear tire is flat, and that is the main reason why, because I can't pay. It's going to be at least $80 sort of for a decent tube and rubber. So it was time for it to go. So bye bike, and here is my new bike, and it is the KMart Special Copenhagen. Well, it wasn't special, it was on the regular price, $150. There it is. You've probably seen them around. They've been around for probably about 2 years that I can remember. This particular style, it's got this sort of, Copenhagen, this sort of Scandi style to it. It is a very stylish bike, I'll give you that. So from far away, it looks quite nice. Very simple and minimalistic. Now, $150. Kmart, you can buy bikes from $99 for very basic bikes, all the way up to about $300 max for the most expensive thing at Kmart. And the big difference in a lot of them is, number one, the group set, the gears, and the brakes. So on this Copenhagen, you get front disc brakes, but on the rear, you still only get shoehorn. Okie dokie. So the front is not too bad. It's a little bit squeaky, a little bit wooden feeling, but they're okay. But they grab nicely. The rear grabs very well. So this very basic. So I'm assuming it's Shimano-ish thing or something. Probably not Shimano. It's really good. The back brakes on this one's really good. So very impressed with that. Now, the reason I wanted to try this style bike, $150 in between the cheap and expensive stuff, is that it only has one cog at the front. Okay, just got that one sprocket there, but in the rear you've still got a full cassette. And what that means, what I hope that meant, is that once it's adjusted, and it is now, that you're not going to get a clunky sound, sometimes from cheap bikes. And it's, I've gone a couple of rides on it now. It's pretty good. I'm not going to say it's amazingly perfect, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so pedals, still got the sticker on there. Yeah, not too bad. Now, as with all of these sort of Kmart cheap bikes, you're going to start seeing something straight away, and there you can already see a little surface rust on there. And I can tell you now, even though I've kept this out of the rain, it is going to rust. It's going to rust fairly quickly. It's just how they are. They are made in China, of course. They are cheap. They serve a purpose, and that's to get you out and about at not a lot of money. Okay, things that I do not like about this bike. So, number one, the seat. Okay, this is the seat that I came from. It's quite nice, sporty, good shaped seat. I might actually take that and put it on here. This seat, it's nice and soft, but it's just this. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the best seat. Just the shape of it is a bit. I think that it comes down to it not being very wide. So that seat is. The widest part is at the back, and it's not very wide, whereas the Felt had a much wider seat, sort of up a little bit. That fits my butt. That one not so much. Okay, the second thing I do not like is the geometry is okay, but you do get that issue where sometimes, depending on the design of the bike, when your foot is on the pedal and you go to take a corner, if your foot is hanging off the front a little bit, which most likely it will be, it has touched the wheel. So that I don't like. That's yucky. So I've had to sort of be mindful about how I ride the bike, and getting used to it now, but still just something that I'd rather not have to think about the wheel touching my foot when I'm riding. Okay, so that was one thing. It's also a rather heavy bike. You're not going to get exotic metals and alloys for this sort of price range. It is rather heavy. Yeah, and it's not a deal breaker, but grip shift. Okay, grip shift. Yeah, I much prefer this style with the little levers. Okay, but for $150 brand new, you can't complain. Okay, the other thing is this bell is a little bit poor. It's okay, but it's just cheap. Again, I might take off my other little bell if is it going to work? It might still work. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, $150, not bad. Now, the thing I did have to do with this is I had to very quickly learn, if I was to ride this thing at all, on how to adjust the brakes. So it was a great learning experience. Heaps of videos on YouTube, a couple of really good ones, but that really explained how to adjust these the proper way. And also the front, and the front's a little bit different with the disc. The mechanism there, that's a little bit easier to manage. But yeah, I had to work out how to properly adjust these, and then also how to get the derailleur set properly. Okay, so I had to muck around with those two and this one here. And yeah, I've kind of got it now, which was a cool little learning experience. But yeah, look, overall I'm quite happy with this thing. Like I said, $150, it's very cheap. I'm not spending a lot of money on this thing anyway, so it will be fine. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little update video. See, there's a little bit more. It's only got a bit of surface rust here and there. You can see a little bit there on just here, and then also over here on the pedal, you can see a little bit just there already. That's a bit, yeah, and a little bit up here, a little bit here and there already from a brand new bike. But yeah, there it is, guys, $150. In hindsight, I probably should have bought the slightly cheaper mountain bike-ish thing rather than this. It wasn't as stylish as this, but I think maybe I should have gone that instead. But yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think? Alright, anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, any questions, comments, please write them below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it now. There's a little button just there. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.